Welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. Today we're going to take a look at how you can live your happiest life, whether that's through timeline shifting, manifestation, relationship quandaries, etc. I'm going to bring more happiness into the lives of everyone watching. So we have a path not taken, or something that you are avoiding. We have the Two of Wands in reverse to start off the reading, meaning the focus of the reading, the topic of the reading, is something that might have tempted you to stray off the path that you've been on. Or if you feel kind of aimless right now, this could be like you've been considering starting a certain business or certain activity that you'd have to commit to for a long time, or you feel like you would end up being involved with it for a while. And you're thinking you want to leave space in your life for something else and not necessarily get involved with that thing. The challenge is the effort that would be required to put in on a regular basis. Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, I was picking up on that kind of like work energy. I think this is an opportunity to make money. I think you're looking into passive income streams, things that you can work on, things that you can set up in order to live a life of ease, because you have put in this work on the front end in order to set up these streams of income that are going to require very little maintenance effort on your part. The challenge with this Eight of Pentacles is, where do you want to put in the work? You have a limited amount of time in the day. You know you want to spend those hours efficiently, and you also don't want to overwork yourself. You're trying putting a lot of effort into maintaining work-life balance and prioritizing your peace over money. But you know that money is something that society requires a human to have in order to live at this time. So, you know, you're buying into that part of the reality game. What am I trying to say? For the time being. Alright. Your focus is finding something that's in total alignment with you. You're very solid, very sure, very self-assured about who you are, your energy. And I think you, you want to build around that, right? The authentic core of who you are, rather than trying to mold yourself to fit into any of these the paths that aren't feeling as aligned. You're holding out for something that feels more true to who you are. What led up to this? Things not going in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you know that when you hustle culture doesn't pay off. You've been around that course of the Wheel of Fortune before in life. You don't want to go around this merry-go-round again. And if life takes you around that cycle again, you're going to make different choices, more aligned choices. I think a lot of you don't want to work for anyone else. We have the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck. When we're talking about the topic of your past, Wheel of Fortune reversed, Emperor reversed, it's like, my fortune doesn't lie in working for a boss, in enriching a CEO or the shareholders. I think I'm talking to a group of entrepreneurs. Couldn't decide whether to say entrepreneurial spirit. You guys have the entrepreneurial mindset. You want to work for yourself. You want to be self-sufficient. You want to be sovereign. That's coming through really strongly. I want to say the energy of this reading feels really good. Like it's getting a lot of support from spirit. Whatever it is that you have going on right now, your attitude, your approach to this situation, they want to end life in general. It's like a big, big thumbs up. Not in a sarcastic way, in a serious way, in an authentic way. Okay, from your spirit team's perspective, the good that can come from this situation is you being in the driver's seat in a way that's bold, brave, taking action in a way that's exciting to you. This is the epitome of following your passion. And when you put it in this context of the entrepreneurial spirit and wanting to remain financially sovereign so that you can be free from like when money is involved and you're working for a company, any misalignment in terms of the energy of money and the concept of money that the other people in that company are applying to the money that is involved in that company, that kind of bleeds into the money that you receive from working for that company. Now, it's not completely pervasive because you have the lion's share of the say in terms of what energy you ascribe to the money that you are receiving and using. But we are co-creating this existence with others. So that's something to be mindful of. It came through kind of as a side note. In the near future, we have the Lovers in reverse. I don't know if this means necessarily a breakup. It does feel that way. I think related to you not taking a path that's going to require a certain amount of regular effort. A side effect of this could be you leaving a job, so kind of breaking up with your company, which I think in this context could be really good news for you. Like, if you're finally at the point of building up a side hustle that you can leave your 9-to-5, Lovers in reverse would completely fit that storyline. So if that's the case for you, and that's something that you're striving toward and like working toward, it's going to work out for you within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Others of you, this is more like potential for a relationship breakup because of disagreement over what you are aligning yourself with professionally and the path that you're not choosing to take. It could be like you are not wanting to take a job and your partner really is emphasizing that they want you to bring more money into the household, and you don't want that under certain conditions. You're prioritizing other things in life, right? And you two are not in agreement about this, so there comes the potential for this separation of a romantic connection. Something that might surprise you as this situation unfolds is this Four of Pentacles in reverse energy, this letting go of something that used to be so crucial in your mind, something so necessary and integral to your life experience, is suddenly seeming less and less important. So you're not guarding it, you're not protecting it, you're not keeping it safe and precious, you're thinking about it less and less. And as a subsequent result of that easing up of the energy of that you are projecting toward this thing. It's not feeling certain that this thing exits your life, but there's potential for that. I think the messages are coming through as potential for an important reason. It is kind of underscoring the fact that you have the choice to keep this thing in your life or not. And same kind of energy if that was a romantic relationship with the Lover's card for you. Well, regardless if it's a relationship or a work situation. As always with these readings, what I feel like I'm picking up on is potential energy. But Spirit's really wanting me to emphasize that aspect that this is only potential. Almost like it's like the universe, like life is going to hand you like the playbook or the script. You're going to look at it and see, okay, do you want to choose option A or option B? It could be this or it could be that. I don't know. That seems just like normal life, the way I'm saying it. I don't know why it's coming through this way. I guess someone just needs to hear it that way, that it's not written in stone, that you are empowered to make this choice. It's not like something's going to leave and you're going to be powerless to stop it. Quite the contrary. But the aspect of this situation that's going to surprise you is not that this thing is becoming less and less important to you. It's that you're going to have an opportunity to reflect back on the fact that it used to be so important to you. So it's that contrast between how you feel about it now, which just feels like a natural evolution to you. I think it feels normal, easy. You feel easy breezy about it. There's no conflict about it. But what's going to surprise you is that you're going to have some moment of realization where you are able to compare how you used to feel about this thing to how you feel about it now. And that's going to surprise you. Realizing how much your feelings about this thing have changed. And that could spark this evaluation within yourself. Like, oh, well, maybe I should let this thing go. If I'm trending in that direction anyway, why am I continuing to spend time on it? It's going to be different for each of you depending on, your situation and whether this is bringing benefit, whether it's something necessary. That's not the crucial part of the message, is what I'm getting. Whether or not this thing leaves your life is not the crucial part of the message. It's more a reflection on you having eased up, not being so, intensely holding on to this thing. It could even be that it's because you've worked on, not feeling the anxious attachment sort of energy. You've become more secure in your knowledge that if this thing leaves your life, it wasn't meant for you. You don't have the anxiety surrounded with working hard to keep the thing in your life, whatever it is, whether it's a person, a job, money. It's a very, let it be sort of attitude. Very zen sort of energy is the way I'm picking up on it. Okay, hopes and fears. We have the Five of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. You still have this expectation that learning a new skill and starting to be hands-on with a new skill is going to lead to arguments, conflict, disagreements. Maybe you're concerned, like, let's say you're a content creator, you're getting started on that path. Your concept of putting yourself out there online is intertwined with the exposure and the energy that you'll receive back from viewers and people who become aware of you and connect with your energy through the things that you post. So this, for an example, like, let's say you want to start live streaming, and you're certain that that's going to come with trolls in the comments, people being abusive in the chat, that there's going to be this sort of conflict with words and ideas tied to you, like figuring out how to deal with that aspect of sharing your energy with the world. You really hope that you'll learn how to adapt to that quickly, but you're also averse to the whole idea of it. You don't want to be contentious or dive into a pool that has that energy in it. The end result of this whole situation, you guys, oh wow, 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So when you detach from whatever this is, or make the choice not to even begin on the path, that frees you up to commit to something that is aligned, Chariot energy. You're already like firmly focused on that. You're going to make this commitment not only to something that is mutually beneficial and mutually aligned, reciprocal, but it's also very abundant type energy. Likely that comes with abundant money, financial windfall is what I'm getting. But it's more than that. It's like you're so aligned with that energy that for you it's not about the money, it's about the ease. It's about the peace that brings into your life. It's about not having to think about money, having enough money in your life, and it flows to you so readily and regularly and easily that your life shifts from, what do I want to eat? Okay, what can I afford? What's my budget for food? To, what am I hungry for? If anything in the world, I feel like having a lobster roll. Okay, let me look up who has the best lobster rolls near me. I want to be eating this within the next 45 minutes. Whether it's delivery or whether you want to drive to it, it's like you're able to seek out the thing that you want most and have it and not think about the price. You're not worried about budgeting. You're not worried about which bill am I not going to be able to pay this month sort of energy. I think for a lot of you, this is going to be a big shift. If you haven't experienced that sort of energy in the past, it could come as a big shock to you. And I'm just kind of being prompted to say, if you've always lived life with a budget, being very mindful, and not to say if you're wealthy you shouldn't or wouldn't ever have a budget, quite the contrary. More so the energy of being able to attend to your wants and needs and desires much more easily and freely without having that attachment of fear because of the inherent lack involved in the situation, right? So once that fear and lack element is much more distant, maybe not fully removed, because, you know, money comes and money goes. Potentially it could go away, right? And I'm not trying to put that energy out there for you, like, knock on wood, okay? What I'm saying is, like, it's not something that we can ever fully control. So having this energy of fear and lack more distant from you is like, it's increasing your sphere of influence where you feel safe, your safety zone. It feels very expansive. You're not so much hiding or shrinking away from the world. You can connect with the world more easily. You're less inhibited toward that sort of concept, connecting with the world. I like it a lot. I like this, you guys. Claim it in the comments if you're feeling so called. Okay, advice from Spirit on how to best align yourself with this current trajectory that you're on towards a friggin' amazing outcome. We have the Star in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. So, first and foremost, if you were thinking about a yes or no question, forgive me, I forgot to call it out before I said it. But, you know, my little Easter egg for those of you who know, you know. Your answer to whatever yes or no question you might have had in mind coming into this reading, the answer is no. But we have, along with that, the Star in reverse. There's something about letting go of something, maybe an opportunity you were holding out for, a dream that whose time has passed. You're making space in your life for a different path, and I think this has to do with, excuse me, the Two of Wands in reverse at the beginning of your reading, the path that you're choosing not to take. I think that isn't necessarily like something that was offered to you that wasn't interesting or wasn't desirable to you. I think it's something that used to be part of the plan, used to be part of the dream. You're deciding not to take that path so that you can get into universal flow. You're saying, okay, I had this dream, this goal, this vision that I was working toward, that I felt very passionate about. Universe is saying you can apply that passion. We want to align you like with energies and manifestations of that alignment. It might not look exactly how you think, and the more that you hold true to this specific idea of how the energy is going to manifest in your life, the more you hold the thing that wants to manifest away from you. And we have the Five of Pentacles here saying that you're already separating from this. So this isn't anything new to you. It's more like an attaboy, like a pat on the head or a congratulations or an affirmation from Spirit, saying whatever you're saying no to, whatever dream, goal, vision that you used to feel very aligned with or very part of, you're walking away from that, separating yourself from it, and that's the advice. Spirit is saying correct. This is correct. Step away from that. There's something better coming. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Take care, and I'll see you back next time.